Hello! Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's past my designated coffee hour, so I'm having a pressed juice. Okay, so it's been about 3 years since I posted my last college makeup routine, and a lot has changed. Many of the products have changed, a lot of my skincare has changed as well. A little update now that it's back to school season. Just a disclaimer, I am not a makeup artist. I'm just a college girl who figured out some products that work. Hopefully they work for you as well. The first thing I'm going to start off with is my skincare. So this is the cleanser that I use. This is the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser, and I like this one because it foams up a lot. It makes me feel like my face is getting cleaned. I feel weird using cleansers that don't foam up a lot, but this one has niacinamide and hyaluronic acid in it, and I also put on niacinamide and hyaluronic acid at night as well. So having that in my cleanser is also a bonus. I wash my face in the morning right before I put on my makeup for school, and this is the one that I use like every single day. And then I put on some moisturizer. This is the Revectin Clean Moisturizer. This one is like a water-based moisturizer. This one is really good for like normal combination skin, and especially for skin that's kind of like in the oily side. It's not very cream based, so it doesn't feel really heavy in my skin. I don't feel like I'm gonna get really oily super quickly, so this one does the job and I love it. Now the most important part of skincare, sunscreen. So I use the Curology sunscreen. I use Curology every night, and I just ordered the sunscreen because a friend recommended it to me. By the way, none of these are sponsored. This is just what I've discovered over time and what works for my skin. I had been waiting for years for Curology to come out with a sunscreen, so I got really excited when this came out. So far I've been using it for, I would say, like 4 or 5 months. It's a lifesaver. It doesn't feel like super heavy. Anyways, if you guys are looking for a sunscreen, I recommend this one. It's SPF 30 and it's small enough to take traveling, so I can just take this wherever I go. All right, so I come out of the bathroom, my face is washed, I have my moisturizer and my sunscreen on. Sometimes I just go to school like this, and sometimes I don't. So here I'm gonna introduce all the different stages that I do when I put on my makeup every day for school. So I don't do the same thing every day, so I kind of want to divide it in stages where I do the most basic thing from mascara to just chapstick, adding on a little bit of highlighter and concealer and anything else that I want to wear that day. The first stage is just mascara and lip oil. So I've mentioned this mascara on my channel several times because I've been using it for 8 years now and it's never failed me. I've bought tubes and tubes of this. I've said this all over my channel. I love this mascara. Please sponsor me. I would die. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. This is a drugstore mascara and it's better than any mascara that I've bought at Sephora. It lasts me like months. So you can use the waterproof version, but I rather use this so I can remove it easily. If you see me looking over here, I just have an extra mirror here. Sometimes I just go to school, I put a little bit of mascara on, and then I'm gonna put on a lip oil. So this is the Florence by Mills Glow Yeah Lip Oil, and I love this because it's not like a chapstick and it's not a lip gloss. It looks like you're wearing lip gloss, but it's just a lip oil and it doesn't stick to your hair. It still adds that extra element like if you're wearing a lip gloss, but you don't have to worry about it sticking to anything. So I put a little bit of this on and I just go to school like this. Now if I want to do anything extra or I have a little bit more energy, I will do the second phase, which is just adding some clear brow gel. And the brow gel that I use is this one. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I abuse the wand because I refuse to buy any more of this until I literally can't use it anymore. I'll put a little bit of this on and that's pretty much it. If I see a stray hair, I will pluck it, or I'll just use a little hair scissor and trim off the top, only if I have the energy or the time. But this is pretty much it. These are the first 2 stages. This is 50% of how I look like every time I go to campus. It literally takes like 2 seconds, and this is just what I do half of the time. If I have a little bit more energy, this is where we go into phase 3. Okay, I had to take off my mascara. The third phase would be some sort of mineral powder under my eyes to kind of brighten up my under eyes in a really quick, easy way. I got this product like a couple weeks ago. This one is the Pure Pressed Mineral Makeup. I hope I'm saying that correctly, but it's just like a pressed powder that has a little bit of color in it. I bought one of those powder puffs on Amazon and I just grabbed this and I put it under my eyes. This also has SPF in it, so it's like an extra bonus for the whole day while I'm at campus. So I put a little bit of this on. The best thing that I loved about this is that you can kind of build it up a little bit, so I can just put a really thin layer on my face, or I can put like 2 or 3 layers rather than taking out a whole concealer and putting that under my eyes, blending it out with a beauty blender and making it more complicated than it needs to be. I did that for like 2 or 3 semesters and it was fine, but I wanted an even easier way to have something to brighten up my eyes. This is where I found this. So I just passed over my eyes like 2 times. My eyes are very much brighter, or at least it doesn't look like I haven't slept the night before. Great for college students. I just make sure I blend it well, and then this is where I would put mascara and then my chapstick and my brow gel. However, I want to take it a step further. Going into phase 4, I will actually put on some sort of concealer or foundation under my eyes. I like a foundation to put under my eyes better than a concealer. I feel like it's really hard to find a concealer that's not full coverage, so I really like finding like a medium coverage foundation and just putting that under my eyes. I don't want it to look too crazy. This is the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. I literally bought this like a year and a half ago and it still has not ended for me. I keep pumping foundation out of this and it never ends. Like, I don't know how. I use my very old, not cleaned beauty blender that I really should clean for like a couple months now. And usually I won't have powder under my eyes when I do this, but I'm gonna put a little foundation under my eyes and I just blend this out. And then back then I would use this Airspun Loose Face Powder and I just would put this under my eyes. However, now that I got my pressed powder, I just put that under my eyes just to seal it up, because I really want to be one of those people that can just put foundation under their eyes and then they just look fabulous the whole day. But I can't do that. My face is very oily, and especially in the summertime, I just end up getting even more oily around my nose, and if I start to sweat, it gets even worse. So I just can't live without powder under my eyes. I need to put something so that it doesn't melt away. And then this is pretty much all that I do for my face. If I ever have like a specific spot, like right here, I have this really stubborn pimple that's been on my face for a couple of days, I'll put a little bit of powder over that, a little bit more foundation or whatever, because I don't want to look too crazy. I just want to make it look natural as possible. The OG Hoola Benefit Bronzer, I bought this in like 2017 and I still haven't run out. So I get a little brush and I just get a little bit of bronzer and I just put it in my crease for both eyes. I just kind of pass over it a little bit so it doesn't look like my top lid is just really white. It just makes it look a little bit more realistic. I just put a little bit of mascara on, brow gel and lip oil, and this is pretty much stage 4. But just imagine that makeup look with just some mascara, and that's pretty much what I will do. But my last final stage, if it's a Friday or I woke up with a little bit more energy and I just want to amp it up a little bit, I will put on some sort of highlighter, and for that I use the Florence by Mills Self-Reflecting Highlighter, and this one is kind of like a gel type thing. So I will literally, and I know you're not supposed to stretch out your eye, but I don't really care. I'll stretch out my eye and I'll just like try to get in the inner corner and my lid, and I will kind of just blend that out with my finger, get in the inner corner a little bit easier that way. And that's pretty much what I would do. Sometimes I'm pretty much good with this, but if I ever want to, I will put it on my cheekbones, kind of just blend that out a little bit. And yeah, this is pretty much it. I'll put on mascara right now so you guys can see the final product. This is pretty much as much makeup as I will ever probably end up going to campus with. I just want different layers where I can just put on makeup depending on how I feel that day. Sometimes I show up to campus without any makeup on, sometimes it's just mascara, sometimes it's just powder under my eyes and a little bit of mascara. Sometimes I switch it around. Sometimes I do a little bit of highlighter and mascara and no powder under my eyes. It's really what I feel like putting on that day. Not too long ago, I used to use the Florence by Mills Bouncy Cloud highlighter. This is in the shade Moonlight Glow, and it's kind of like a jelly highlighter. I've used quite a bit of it. It is actually like maybe 3 years old already. I wanted like a little stick where I can just put it on my face and not have to worry. I tried to use like the basic 5 levels that I usually end up going with, but this is pretty much the final look, I guess. I wanted to have a little routine with any season, no matter if it's fall, winter, spring. I want to be able to go to campus with the same foundations, with the same powders, the same mascara that I use all the time. I didn't want anything too elaborate, so this is what's been working for me for the past like couple months or so. Just trying to make this process easier over time. If you're currently at this point of the video, thank you for watching all the way to the end. But right now I am currently on vacation, and if you want to see where I am, go to my Instagram. It is in the link down below, and then you will see in real time what I'm up to and what I'm doing. If you guys want to see where I am right now, go stay up to date over there. And I'm probably currently editing this on the plane, so shout out to future me on the plane. I got your back. I know this video is kind of a short one, but I didn't want to extend it more than it really needs to be. Okay, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like this video because that's how you let me know. Subscribe for more videos like these and hit the little bell notification right next to the subscribe button so that you get notified every single time that I post. I post every single Sunday, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.